Hey, Zoe here, welcome back to the Scrappery channel. I have got a little bit of mixed media for you today. I will confess I had no idea at all where I was going with this when I started. So I just went for it. I'm using watercolour paper today because I knew I was going to be using quite a lot of water. And I didn't want my cardstock to warp too much, so I am using A3 watercolour paper that I just chopped down to size, and I just ripped the edge off there, and I'm going to do some embossing. I'm just marking off where my photo goes. So yeah, I had no idea where I was going with this, honestly. I decided to just have a bit of a play and have the camera filming in case I liked how it came out, or yeah, it's pretty fun though. I quite like it. It's not, I don't know, I kind of feel like maybe I should have left it well alone a little bit earlier, but these things happen. So I'm just using a no, not My Mind's Eye, My Favourite Things stamp, and also the stamp that came in the BPK. I think it's a Dear Lizzie stamp set, and just heat embossing that with white Hero Arts embossing powder. Yeah, I was aiming for, I think, like a sort of flower cascade coming from my photo. Yeah, I kind of end up covering most of it up, so it was a lot of effort for not a lot of gain. So I'm just using the packaging technique with some Tim Holtz distress inks. I think I used pitch raspberry, sponge sugar, cracked pistachio, peacock feathers, and abandoned coral. I think. Yeah, I think so. I may have the names wrong. I'm not overly good at this. And I'm just using the stamp set from BPK here on to what have I done there? I used the stamp set from the BPK to heat emboss onto a spare piece of watercolour paper, and I then painted them exactly the same way as I had before and fussy cut them out, and I've cut it from it because it was just so long and boring, but I didn't realise I'd cut it quite so ruthlessly. So yeah, that's what I did there. And as you can see, I went through the papers and I faffed with the papers so much for what I wanted to do with my layering here. Yeah, I couldn't work out what I wanted to do with this at all. Faffing quite a bit with it. I do like, yeah, I think I like how it came out in the end. I think it came out quite pretty. Not necessarily my usual style, but yeah, it's nice to do something different every now and again, isn't it? Have a little play around and step out of your comfort zone. I'm still faffing with the papers that came in the extra paper kits for the TSK and the PLK. And you can see there I've sewn a strip of the pink sort of corrugated paper that came in the Wonder collection in the extra paper kit. I actually end up taking that off, well, cutting it down anyway, because yeah, it was a little a little too jarring. It was too much. It made it too heavy on one side. You can see I'm faffing with my title, what I want to use for my title here, and then I end up just taking that edge off because it's too much. And I try to layer with white cardstock, and then I realised that I used watercolour paper, so the colour matches off. So I'm just chopping down and sticking on some more watercolour paper so that the colour matches right. And I much prefer how it looks now. It sort of grounds it a little bit better with my picture. But yeah, I wasn't overly convinced by it beforehand. That's just a picture of my daughter. I thought it was a really lovely picture of her, so I thought I'd use it for this one. I'm just using the tiny letter stickers there. They're from my stash, just to make my title. And I have a little look through the downloadable printables. But they weren't working for me either for this layout, so I just popped them back into my stash for later. Just taping up my stitching there, where I stitch my title in. I'm going to create some ink splatters. I think I use cracked pistachio, and you can see I go crazy with the cracked pistachio there and just splatter it everywhere because, you know, why not? Why wouldn't I want a great huge splatter of it? Ugh. Anyway, and I think that's Hickory Smoke, one of the new ones, I think. I think that's what it's called. Maybe it's called something else. Ooh, I don't know. Maybe it is. Just to create some splatters, but picking it up with a kitchen towel straight away stops it staining too much. So you end up with a really light and sort of pastel-y effect with it, which is really nice, I think. I'm just using Hickory Smoke on some white cardstock die cuts that I'm using to create some clusters. Yeah, and I'm just clustering with the fussy cutting I'd done earlier with the stamp set, the Dear Lizzie stamp set. And I'm using a grey journaling pen just to put my journaling around the outside, and it's right about here, more or less, that I should have left well enough alone. I should have left it here. It's quite light and pretty, and I should have left it here. I did not leave it here. No, I'm not that smart. I carried on. I do still like how it came out, I do. I just, yeah, I should have left it here. I'm just adding some tiny word stickers from my stash there. Why do I pop that one there? See, popping that one onto my my hand-drawn line means that I have to add more to that side to balance it out. And I end up balancing it using some of the washi tape that came in the BPK, which is gorgeous, gorgeous washi tape, and I love it, so I'm never going to complain about having to use that. But yeah, if I hadn't have stuck that there, I probably wouldn't have needed to use the washi tape. But still, it's a fun look, and I think that's about all I do. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. And there will be flat shots at the end of this as usual. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Bye!